Barrel Buddies episode 9. Today we're bringing you some Italian wines from a single family in Italy. So we have a half bottle of some 2012 Amarone. We've got a full bottle of their 2011 Amarone. And lastly, we've got a 100% Corvina. It's kind of like a wonderful table wine, the Skya 2014. So I'll let Jen go into a little bit of the family and what they're about, and then I'll go into some of the tasting notes, and then we'll talk to you more about some Amarone after.
Beautiful. Thank you, David. So Tenuta Sant Antonio is the name of the winery that is kind of overarching with all three of these bottles. They do different styles. Each of these is just slightly different and unique. And they're really just wonderful wines. It's four brothers, the Castanetti family, that make this. And they just like to keep it, you know, as small and as local as possible. And yeah, they do a great job.
Yeah,
just a little bit of information about each of the wines.
There we go. So the Skya, like I said, it's more of like a everyday table wine. It's only like $12 that we've got it at. It's 100% Corvina. It's got more of that spice-laden style, a little bit of earth from the previous vintage that we tried in 2013. The fruit is still there. It's just more of that like bright red cherry, but the loamy earth and that spice is going to be predominantly over the whole thing. Next, the 2012 Amarone. So it's got some more earth spice and cocoa nib to it. You get more of that blackberry jelly. It is a bigger style than the Skya. So this is going to be more for aging, along with the 2011 Amarone. They're going to be more robust than the Skya Corvina. And then finally the 2011, it's got that extra year on it, so you're going to get more of that spice coming through, some of that mesquite kind of smoky spiciness, some barrel spice also, and some cocoa nib like the previous year Amarone, but it's going to be more on the spice-laden style. I'll let Jen talk about why that is between all of them.
Very cool. Thanks, David. Yeah, so just piggybacking on everything that David talked about with the tasting notes, the Skya here, this is a 100% Corvina. So it's one of the grapes they use to make Amarone, and this is their everyday drinking table wine. Italians always have to have that for their winery. It's just, I don't know what they would do if they weren't drinking wine while they were making it. So that one's pretty light, straightforward, and basic. It's IGT, so it just means it's not like highest of quality designation. It's kind of, again, just table wine. This one here, this is this Tenuta Sant Antonio Amarone della Valpolicella Selezione, and it's 2012. This one spends 2 years in barrel, and it spends 90 days aging on straw mats before it even begins the winemaking process. So what they do for Amarones that makes it different and makes it more structured again than the Skya is it's just 90 days drying on straw mats. Some producers do up to 120, but I feel like 90 is more traditional. And it just concentrates the sugars in the grapes, dries them out, and you know, you get a higher alcohol level because of it. You get more like richness and structure. So that's what they do for this one. And now taking it a step further, we have the Campo de Gigli from Tenuta Sant Antonio here, and this is 2011. They age this one for an extra year in barrel, so this one is 3 years in barrel. And then they also do what's called extended maceration. So they take an open top barrel, they stick the grape skins on top of the juice while it's still fermenting, and they do hand punch downs with the skins for 30 to 40 days, just depending on the vintage and on the wine that year itself. But that adds a lot of tannin and structure to the wine, and that's after the grapes have already dried. So you're having dried, raisinated grape skins pushed down, and again, it just helps to up the alcohol level, and it helps to up the tannins, and those are really the key things that make wine worth aging. So both of these last two wines, both these Amarones, you can drink them now, they'll still be delicious. They need some hearty foods to kind of stand up to them, but you can also drink them 15 years from now, and they'd probably be a lot more like graceful and well integrated. So anywho, thank you so much. Barrel Buddies episode 9.
Finished. Have a good day.